Right now, somewhere in America, a company is quietly charging you more than the person who just signed up yesterday. Same service, same house, same everything. You're just paying more because you've been loyal, and loyalty, believe it or not, is exactly what these companies count on. They know most people never pick up the phone to ask. But here's the secret: they'd rather you didn't know. The price on your bill isn't the real price. It's the starting price, and a single polite phone call is often all it takes to knock it down. So grab a pen, get your latest statements out, and let's go through 11 bills you're almost certainly overpaying, and exactly what to say to fix each one. Number 1. Your cable and TV bill. Let's start with the biggest offender in most households. If you've had the same cable package for more than a year, there's a very good chance your promotional rate quietly expired and your bill jumped $20, $30, sometimes $40 a month without a single new channel to show for it. Cable companies bank on you not noticing. Here's the move: call your provider, and when the automated system asks why you're calling, say cancel service. That one phrase routes you straight to the retention department, and those representatives have far more power to hand out discounts than the regular customer service line. Tell them your bill has gotten too high and you're thinking about leaving. Be polite, be calm, but be clear. This works more often than you'd think. A Consumer Reports study found that of the people who haggled over their cable bill, 92% walked away with money back or some kind of perk, and only 8% got nothing at all. Nearly half got a lower rate. So mention any competitor deal you've seen. Ask if there's a promotion you can be moved on to, and if the first person can't help, thank them and ask for a supervisor or retention specialist. Then write down the new rate, the date, and the name of who you spoke with. That note is your proof if the bill doesn't change. Number 2, your internet bill. Internet is the sneakiest one of all because you cannot live without it, and the companies know it. The average American household now pays somewhere between $75 and $90 a month for internet, and prices keep climbing. In fact, industry data showed internet bills rose by an average of nearly $21 a month in a single recent year, with the vast majority of Americans hit by at least one price increase. The good news? Calling your provider's retention department to ask for a lower rate genuinely works, typically saving $10 to $40 a month. And here's your leverage today that you did not have 5 years ago: home internet from 5G services like T-Mobile and Verizon now runs around $50 a month with no annual increases. Just mentioning I've been looking at T-Mobile home internet gives the retention rep a real reason to keep you. But there's an even easier win that requires no negotiation at all. If you are renting your modem or router from the internet company, you are likely paying $10 to $15 every single month for a piece of equipment you could buy once and own forever. Ask them what a compatible modem costs to buy, purchase your own, and return theirs. That's up to $180 a year back in your pocket, permanently, from one phone call and a quick trip to return their box. Number 3, your cell phone bill. If you're 55 or older and paying full price for your cell phone, you're almost certainly leaving money on the table. Nearly every major carrier now offers senior plans, and the savings are real. T-Mobile's 55 plus plans start around $45 a month for one line of unlimited talk, text, and data, and they're available nationwide in all 50 states. AT&T introduced its own unlimited 55 plus plan, starting near $40 a month, now available across the country too. Verizon has a 55 plus plan as well, though at the moment it's only offered to Florida residents, so if you live elsewhere, that one may not help you yet. And if you don't need all the bells and whistles, the savings get even better. Mint Mobile offers a plan for people 55 and up for just $15 a month, including unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigabytes of data. Consumer Cellular, a favorite among older adults, gives AARP members a 5% discount on top of already low prices. Here's the catch to remember. With T-Mobile, only the primary account holder needs to be 55, so a couple or even a household can ride on one senior plan. But you usually have to verify your age within 45 days, often by showing a government ID at a store, or you'll get bumped back to standard pricing. So call your carrier, ask directly, "Do you have a senior plan I qualify for?" and don't hang up until they've checked. Number 4, your auto insurance. Car insurance is one of those bills people just pay year after year without questioning, and the insurance companies love that. But if you're retired and driving less than you used to, you may be paying for miles you're no longer putting on the car. Call your insurer and ask them to review your policy for every discount you might qualify for. Many companies offer a senior or retiree discount precisely because older drivers who are no longer commuting tend to drive fewer miles. Ask specifically about a low mileage discount. And here's a powerful one that most people don't know about. In many states, insurers are required by law to give you a discount for completing an approved defensive driving or accident prevention course, and plenty of these courses can be taken right from your couch online. The other half of the strategy is to shop around. Once a rate is locked in for your policy term, it's set. But insurers change their pricing constantly, and the cheapest company this year may not be the cheapest next year. Get quotes from at least 3 companies once a year, especially before you renew. It takes one afternoon, and the difference between insurers on the exact same coverage can be hundreds of dollars a year. Number 5, your homeowner's insurance. While you've got insurance on the brain, look at your homeowner's policy too, because the single easiest way to cut it is to bundle it with your auto insurance under the same company. On average, seniors who bundle their home and auto coverage save around $570 a year. That's not pocket change. That's a real dent in your monthly budget for one phone call, asking your insurer to combine the two. There are a few more levers to pull while you have them on the line. Ask about a paid-in-full discount, since many insurers knock money off if you pay the year up front instead of month to month. If you're an AARP member, ask whether your insurer participates in an AARP program, because some, like the Hartford, offer members additional savings. And just like with your car insurance, get a fresh quote from a couple of competitors once a year. Home insurance rates have been climbing fast, and loyalty to one company for a decade often means you're the one subsidizing everyone else's new customer discount. Number 6, your credit card interest rate. This is the one that quietly costs people the most, and almost nobody asks about it. If you carry a balance on a credit card from month to month, the interest rate, your APR, is doing serious damage. The average credit card interest rate recently sat above 22%, which means a big chunk of every payment you make is going straight to the bank instead of paying down what you actually owe. Here's what most people never realize: that rate is negotiable. You can call the number on the back of your card and simply ask for a lower interest rate. If you've been a customer for years and you pay on time, you've got leverage, because credit card companies make their money keeping you, and they don't want you moving your balance somewhere else. Say something like, "I've been a loyal customer for a long time with a strong payment history, but my rate is high and I'd like it lowered." If the first representative says, "No, don't give up," there's a well-known trick called HUCA, which simply stands for hang up, call again, because a different representative on a different day may give you a completely different answer. And if a permanent cut isn't possible, ask for a temporary reduction or ask to be transferred to the retention department. Even shaving a few points off a high balance can save you hundreds of dollars a year. Number 7. Your bank fees. Banks have gotten very good at charging you small amounts that add up to a lot. The average monthly maintenance fee on a checking account recently hit a record high of nearly $14 a month, which is around $170 a year just for the privilege of keeping your own money in their bank. And overdraft fees now average over $32 every single time you slip up. Here's the part that'll make you smile. Many major banks automatically waive that monthly maintenance fee for seniors. Truist and PNC, for example, waive it entirely for account holders 62 and older. U.S. Bank waives it automatically for customers 65 and up on its main checking account. So call your bank and ask directly, do I qualify for a senior account or a fee waiver based on my age? You might be paying a fee you never needed to pay in the first place. And if you ever do get hit with an overdraft or a late fee, call and ask for it to be reversed. Banks will very often forgive a rare mistake for a customer with an otherwise clean record. The worst they can say is no, and one polite phone call could erase a $35 charge in about 90 seconds. If your bank won't budge on its fees at all, know that there are now plenty of genuinely free checking accounts out there with no monthly fee and no overdraft fee whatsoever. Number 8, your property taxes. This one isn't a company you call, it's your county, and it might be the biggest saver on this entire list. Nearly every state offers some form of property tax break for older homeowners, and a shocking number of eligible seniors never claim it, simply because nobody told them it existed. You often have to apply. It's rarely automatic. The two big ones to ask about are a senior exemption, which lowers the taxable value of your home, and a senior freeze, which locks in your home's assessed value so your taxes stop climbing every year, even as home prices rise. Many of these programs have income limits, and some require you to reapply annually, so it's worth staying on top of. The savings can be enormous. In Texas, recent changes expanded the senior exemption so dramatically that a large share of seniors now owe little or nothing in school district property taxes. In Colorado, the senior homestead exemption can cut your home's taxable value by up to $100,000. Every state and county is different, so pick up the phone and call your county assessor's office or check their website and ask, what property tax relief programs are available for seniors and how do I apply? One application could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year, every year you stay in your home. Number 9, your medical bills. A medical bill is not a final fixed number carved in stone, even though it's designed to feel that way. Before you pay a single large hospital or doctor's bill, call the billing department and ask for an itemized bill, one that breaks down every charge line by line with its codes. Why does this matter? Because medical billing errors are common, and you can't spot a charge for a service you never received or a duplicate charge unless you can see each item spelled out. Compare that itemized bill against your explanation of benefits from your insurer to make sure everything that should have been covered actually was. If something looks wrong, dispute it. Then, even if the bill is accurate, you still have options, and this is where the phone call pays off. Ask the provider whether they offer financial assistance, charity care, or a hardship program, because many hospitals do, especially for people on fixed incomes. Ask if they'll accept a lower amount if you settle in one payment. And if you can't pay it all at once, ask for an interest-free payment plan, which many hospitals will set up so you can spread the cost out over months without any added interest. It also helps to know that unpaid medical bills under $500 won't even appear on your credit report, which takes some of the pressure off while you sort things out calmly. Number 10, your prescription costs. If you take regular medications, this section alone could be worth the whole video, because there have been huge changes that many seniors still don't know about. As of 2025, Medicare Part D now caps your out-of-pocket spending on covered prescription drugs. Once your spending hits the yearly limit, which is $2,100 in 2026, you pay nothing more for covered medications for the rest of the year. The old donut hole coverage gap that used to trap people is gone. For seniors with expensive prescriptions, that's a massive change. There's also a newer option called the Medicare Prescription Payment Plan, which lets you spread your drug costs into smooth monthly payments across the year instead of getting hit with a huge bill all at once in January. It doesn't lower your total cost, but it makes it far easier to manage on a fixed budget. Just call your plan to ask about signing up, and do it early in the year for the most benefit. On top of that, always ask your pharmacist a simple question. Is there a cheaper price for this without using my insurance? Sometimes a discount tool like GoodRx beats your copay outright, especially on generic medications. Ask your doctor whether a generic version of your medication is available, since it's often a fraction of the brand name price for the same active ingredient. And if money is tight, ask about the Extra Help program, also called the Low Income Subsidy, which can dramatically lower drug costs for those who qualify. A 5-minute conversation with your pharmacist and your plan could reshape your entire monthly medication budget. Number 11, your streaming and subscription services. Finally, let's talk about the money leaking out the back door. Streaming services, app subscriptions, magazine renewals, that gym membership you meant to cancel, subscription boxes, cloud storage, the extra channel package you signed up for to watch one show 3 years ago. These little charges, 5 here, 12 there, 15 somewhere else, hide in your statement precisely because each one feels too small to bother with. Together, they can quietly add up to well over $100 a month. So here's your assignment. Sit down with your last bank and credit card statements and read every single line. Highlight every recurring charge and ask yourself honestly, am I actually using this? For anything you're not, call or go online and cancel it. And here's an insider tip. When you call to cancel a streaming or subscription service, they'll frequently offer you a discounted rate or a few free months on the spot, just to keep you the same way your cable company does. So even the ones you want to keep might get cheaper the moment you threaten to walk. Doing this just once or twice a year keeps these silent little charges from bleeding your budget dry. It costs you nothing but an hour of attention, and it's often the single fastest way to find real money you didn't know you were spending. So there you have it, 11 bills you're very likely overpaying and the phone calls that can slash them. The pattern behind every one of these is the same simple truth. Companies charge you the highest price you'll quietly accept, and the moment you speak up, that price becomes negotiable. You don't need to be pushy. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be polite, patient, and willing to ask. Pick just one bill from this list today, make the call, and see what happens. You might be amazed at how much you were leaving on the table. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like and share it with a friend or family member who could use a little extra room in their budget. It really helps us keep making videos like this. And if you want more money-saving tips, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss one.